It's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
29 is the mic. Mic 29. Oh, yeah.
They'll set up to throw.
Here we go again.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43.
29 is the mic. Mic 29. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Past the 20.
Can't be denied,
and
boy.
they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position of throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal. Street. Whip. Watch the whip. Check 20.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. Back to throw here. Going for the deep ball. Touchdown! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye,
he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is T.J. Logan to return it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Hey, switch gears.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Mike 22, he's coming, 22's coming, Mike.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
Put it down.
Mike 22.
From the gun, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw is Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now Landry. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Like 22, he's coming, 22.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now Joey Sly for the point after. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. With it on the return is Logan. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Here's 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day. Single. 59. Single.
Check 99.
55.
Man left.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
I got him. Mike's 22.
Throwing again is Watson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Just like that.
Hey, Chase. Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left. And no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Now a handoff Lindsey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively. And, Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they felt they could take a few more chances and be even more aggressive. And it's been paying off for them so far this game.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Mike's 22, Mike's 22. Watch a slat, watch a slat, watch a slat.
Now it's the backup Mariota. Forced out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Grant Delpit. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Mike's 22, Mike's 22. Watch twist.
To try again after the sack. Watson eluding the pressure right. And now Watson throws another. And he coughed it up. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Now it's Watson. Buying time to his left. He finds his man complete. That's Logan. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
Back to throw, Watson.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. They can't hang with us. Mike 22, Mike 22. It's our time. 54. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Mike 22, Mike 22.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Mike 22.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
He don't know no better.
Now a first down throw. Watson escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Here's a give to Lindsay. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Mike 22.
Throwing, Mariota. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
He's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Now Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And now here's a carry heading left. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got a man. It's his fullback. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now McSorley. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket, because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Browns drive about to get started.
He's coming.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
You go tight. You got tight.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and he'll be down at the 6-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Following the interception here, Mariota. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Grant Delpit, his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Kill. Line up. Kill. 26. Kill. Turn up. Kill. 24. Watch twitch.
Now it's Lindsey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3 and out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
And this will not be returned. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Going to throw right side here, complete.
Ain't doing nothing.
And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there.
fourth touchdown on the year. And the Browns on one play have taken the lead. Slide for the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. With it on the return is Logan. And he returns this to the 22. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Mike 22 is coming, 22's coming, Mike. It's just me and you. Mike's 22, Mike's 22. You gonna go night-night. Time to go night-night. Switch. Shift. Kind of go.
Here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. And now Watson throws another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Mike's 54. Mike 50. Check smash. I got him.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an
you ain't
interception.
got no feet.
Picked off near the 42. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's going to let it go deep. And it's incomplete on the trickeration. Maybe time to put that play on the back burner for a while. That was nearly a disaster.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Joey Fly on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Joey Fly on for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking right sideline, that's complete. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And some space here. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 75 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2.
Watch twist.
And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. With it on the return is Logan. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Max 22, Max 22. Let's go.
To throw, Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Watson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. 39 yards there, a big one. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for Cleveland, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.